Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good...
Welcome back to Jikook. BTS Jikook was invited to the presidential palace by the President of Mexico to give a speech in front of thousands of people. Jimin and Jungkook's visit to the National Palace of Mexico continued with a closed agenda with representatives of the local Ministry of Culture. The meeting discussed the role of popular music in cultural diplomacy as well as opportunities for collaborative creative programs involving the younger generation. According to the committee, the focus of the discussion was cultural exchange, art education, and cross-border peace message campaigns. Although it was private, some official photos showed a warm and intimate atmosphere during the meeting. A historic atmosphere was felt in the courtyard of Mexico's National Palace as thousands of people gathered since the early hours of the morning, looking forward to the unprecedented moment. Two members of the global group BTS, namely Jimin and Jungkook, widely known to fans as Jikook, reportedly received an official invitation from the President of Mexico to attend and deliver a speech in public. The invitation is said to be part of the celebration of cultural friendship between South Korea and Mexico, as well as a global campaign about the message of peace, unity, and positive influence of the young generation in the modern era. An extraordinary response from Mexicans. Since dawn, a sea of fans filled the palace's front square. The Mexican flag and army lightstick are seen side by side, creating a heart-wrenching scene. Many of them came from different cities just to witness this rare moment. When Jimin and Jungkook showed up in elegant black formal suits, the cheers of thousands echoed throughout the historic precinct. The two idols greeted in simple Spanish, which was immediately greeted with a standing ovation. "It's an honor to be here with you. It's a great honor to be here with you." In his speech, Jimin talked about how music is able to bring people from different backgrounds together. He touched on how their journey with BTS showed that language is not a barrier to sharing messages of kindness. Jungkook then went on to say about the younger generation having great power to create positive change in the world through empathy, creativity, and the courage to dream. The speech was stopped several times due to long applause from the emotional audience. This event was also attended by cultural officials from both countries. In a symbol of friendship, Jimin and Jungkook received an honorary plaque from the Mexican government as Global Youth Cultural Ambassadors. The moment when the two stood side by side on the balcony of the palace while waving to thousands of people became an image that immediately went viral on social media. Hashtags related to Jikook and Mexico immediately occupied the world's trending topics. Many fans consider that this is a real example of how BTS's influence goes beyond the music industry and into the realm of international cultural diplomacy. Photos and video clips of their speeches spread quickly, accompanied by proud comments from armies around the world. After a series of official speeches, the atmosphere turned more relaxed as Jimin and Jungkook walked close to the guardrail to greet the fans. The smiles of the two never let go, and several times they were seen exchanging glances while chuckling, melting the atmosphere of statehood that had previously felt solemn. Some fans were lucky enough to have the opportunity to give a small gift with Mexican cultural nuances. Jungkook received a sombrero hat from a small child, then wore it for a moment, which was immediately greeted by laughter and cheers from thousands of people. Inside the National Palace complex of Mexico, the two were invited to see a historic mural by Diego Rivera. They seemed amazed to listen to the explanation of the meaning of the struggle, identity, and history of the Mexican people drawn on the walls of the palace. Jimin nodded quietly several times, while Jungkook was seen taking pictures of the mural details with his phone. As if he wanted to preserve visual memories of that rare moment. Before leaving the location, the two took the time to record a text message for the Mexican army. Against the backdrop of the palace's magnificent architecture, Jimin said that the fan energy in Mexico was one of the warmest they had ever felt. Jungkook added that the love they felt that day they would take home as unforgettable memories. One of the most surprising moments was when government representatives expressed the hope that BTS would one day be able to perform in full in Mexico in a national-scale cultural event. This statement was immediately greeted with a boisterous reception by fans who were still standing outside the palace. Many speculate that this visit could be the beginning of greater cultural cooperation between the two countries. As the official vehicle carrying Jimin and Jungkook slowly left the palace area, thousands of people continued to wave until the car was no longer visible. Some fans were even seen shedding tears of emotion. The day will be remembered not only as an artist's visit to a country, but as an emotional event that brings together music, culture, and humanity in one historic space. And for ARMY, Jikook's moment at the Mexican presidential palace will be one of the most legendary stories that will continue to be told over time. Shortly after the event ended, a number of local media highlighted this visit as a rare moment that shows the magnitude of pop culture's influence on international relations. Fan communities in various Mexican cities also held live watches, signaling the widespread enthusiasm outside the capital. On social media, video clips of the two greeting the public became the most shared content. Many netizens praised the way the two delivered a simple but touching message, without losing the formal impression in front of a state audience. The event representatives said that the presence of these two BTS members is a strong symbol of how art and music can be a bridge between nations. The message conveyed emphasized the importance of empathy, creativity, and global collaboration among young people. The moment is considered not just a ceremony, but part of a grand narrative about cultural diplomacy in the modern era. The government documentation team is said to be preparing a visual summary of the day's activities to be published through official cultural channels. Footage of speeches, interactions with the public, as well as brief visits to the historical areas of the palace will be released as an archive of international cultural activities. This step is expected to be an inspiration for other countries in utilizing art as an effective medium of diplomacy. Before leaving the stage, Jimin and Jungkook together said, "We came as musicians, but came home with a loving heart from Mexico." Thousands of people turn on their phone lights, creating a sea of light that makes the moment feel magical and unforgettable. For fans, the day is not just a state event, but a celebration of how music, sincerity, and friendship can bridge two different cultures on the same stage. Thank you for watching until the end, Jikook lovers. If you also feel Jimin and Jungkook truly delivers in every performance, don't forget to support this video by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Let us know in the comments which performance moment from the Face era gave you the most goosebumps. See you in the next video.
Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it.